Hare Krishna, dear devotees, my humble obeisances to you all. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj's daily class. Today we are continuing with our Srimad Bhagavatam study, and we are at the end of the first chapter. Last verse number 39, second canto, first chapter. Hare Krishna Maharaj, my humble obeisances to you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today Anasuya Mataji is not available to host the class, so hence I am here. Maharaj, you can please take over. Thank
you. Okay, you're default. All right, give me a minute here to figure this stuff out. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sasarva Dridvrityanubhauta Sarva Atmayata Swapnan Janekshitaika Satyamananda Vidin Vajeta Nanyatra Sajed Yata Atma Pataha. Yay. One should concentrate his mind upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who alone distributes himself in so many manifestations, just as ordinary persons create thousands of manifestations in dreams. One must concentrate the mind on him, the only all blissful absolute truth, otherwise one will be misled and will cause his own degradation. Purport. In this verse, the process of devotional service is indicated by the great Goswami Srila Sukadeva. He tries to impress upon us that instead of diverting our attention to several branches of self-realization, we should concentrate upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the supreme object of realization, worship, and devotion. Self-realization is, as it were, offered a fight for eternal life against the material struggle for existence, and therefore, by the illusory grace of the external energy, the yogi or the devotee is faced with many allurements which can entangle a great fighter again in the bondage of material existence. A yogi can attain miraculous success in material achievements such as anima and lagima, by which one can become more minute than the minutest, than the lightest. For in the ordinary sense, one may achieve material benedictions in the shape of wealth and women. One is warned against such allurements because entanglement again in such illusionary pleasure means degradation of the self and further imprisonment in the material world. By this warning, one should follow one's vigilant intelligence only. The Supreme Lord is one, and his expansions are various. He is therefore the supersoul of everything. When a man sees anything, he must know that the seeing is secondary and the Lord's seeing is primary. One cannot see anything without the Lord having first seen it. This is the instructions of the Vedas and the Upanishads. So whatever we see or do, the supersoul of all acts of seeing or doing is the Lord. This theory of simultaneous oneness and difference between the individual soul and the super soul is propounded by Lord Sri Chaitanya as the philosophy of Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. The Rupa, or the gigantic feature of the Lord, is the super soul of all living and non-living entities. But the Virat Rupa is also a manifestation of Narayana Vishnu. And going further on and on, one will eventually see that Lord Shri Krishna is the ultimate super soul of everything that be. The conclusion is that one should unhesitantly become a worshiper of Lord Krishna, or for that matter, his plenary expansion Narayan, and none else. In Vedic hymns, it is clearly said that the first of all Narayan cast a glance over matter, and thus was creation. Before creation, there was neither Brahma nor Shiva, but to speak of others. Sripad Sankaracharya has definitely accepted this, that Narayan is beyond the material creation, that all others are within the material creation. The whole material creation, therefore, is one with and different from Narayan simultaneously, and this supports the Achinta Beda Tattva philosophy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Being an emanation from the glancing potency of Narayan, the whole material creation is non-different from him. But because it is the effect of his external energy, Bahiranga Maya, and is aloof from the internal potency, Atma Maya, the whole material creation is different for him at the same time. The example given in this verse very nicely is that of a dreaming man. The dreaming man creates many things in his dream, and thus he himself becomes the entangled seer of the dream and is also affected by the consequences. This material creation is also a dreamlike creation of the Lord, but he, being the transcendental supersoul, is neither entangled nor affected by the reactions of such a dreamlike creation. He is always in his transcendental position, but essentially he is everything and nothing is apart from him. As part of him, one should therefore concentrate on him only without deviation. Otherwise, one is sure to be overcome by the potencies of the material creation, one after another. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9.7. Sarva Bhutanai Kaunteya Prakritim Yanti Mamikam Kalpashaya Punastani Kalpado Visvrajami Aham. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, every material manifestation to enter into my nature, and at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency again create. The human life hour is an opportunity to get out of this repetition of creation and annihilation. It is a means thereby one may escape the Lord's external potency and enter into his internal potency. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purports of the second canto, first chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The First Step in God Realization. Om Gyan Timirandasya Gana Jana Salakaya Chaksun Militam Vena. Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya De Satarne Vanchakalpa Tarubhascha Kripana Sindhu Bacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Just one moment, I'll be right back. Mahatma here? Mahatma here? Okay. Every time I plug it in, I lose the audio from the other side.
You completely lose the audio.
Yeah, I can't hear anybody talking on the other side. They hear me, but I can't hear them.
Where's the mic? It's morning.
The audio is really low.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Maharaj, we can hear you.
To improve the audio here, we're just doing a little work on the computer.
Okay.
Audible?
Yes, yeah.
Just testing the mic. I'm trying to see if that's the mic or the laptop. Can you hear well and clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. This should be fine. Wouldn't it?
Although Prabhupada gives a very lengthy explanation of the principle of oneness and non-difference, he emphasizes one point throughout the whole thing, which is emphasized in the translation. Is that clear? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, Maharaj, we can hear.
Is it better than before?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the idea. And that is that one should concentrate the mind on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Or he gives a second option, or Lord Narayan. In other words, if one does not do that, at least by here, it says then one will be forced to concentrate or focus on the material energy. So really, it's a summation of the essential principle of activity. Either you're connected with Krishna or you're connected with Krishna's energy, known as the illusionary energy or material. And so this verse explains in a very detailed way how one who begins and starts to find progress in their spiritual life, there will always be allurements from the material energy to attract the devotee away. Sometimes devotees get into this sentimental idea that Krishna consciousness is just really so easy. All you have to do is serve the Lord, and think of the Lord. But then again, there's another energy that's working, and that is the external energy, which is geared or designed to distract away the aspiring devotee towards the lesser energy or the Maya energy. So Prabhupada would say, taking up spiritual life is declaring war on Maya. So as he mentions here, in a battle, that one has to become a great fighter. Otherwise, one will again fall into material bondage. So it's not like it's so easy to become Krishna conscious because of two reasons. Actually three, but two remain. One is that our conditioned nature is very strong. We have been, the word is nitya bada. Bada means conditioned, and nitya means eternal. So this terminology describes the living entity's sojourn in the material world. That although we are part and parcel of Krishna. We're pure spiritual energy. Due to our long-term association with the material energy, life after life, Maya the Vase, Kacho Bese, Kacho Ha Bubu Dubai, life after life after life after life, we're compounding the material energy, and it's becoming more and more thicker over the soul. And this goes on for millions of lifetimes until we actually come to the point of accepting that there is another reality, and that is our spiritual life, which is distinct from and superior to our entanglement in the material world. But this nitya bhata means it's no one can be eternally conditioned. The terminology is somewhat deceptive, but it's not deceptive, it just requires explanation. When we say that the soul is eternally conditioned, it means that one cannot search out when they first became conditioned. It is so long-termed. And because of that, it appears that life in the material world seems to be more natural, and our spiritual life seems to be more difficult or more less available. But that is only due to the association of the material energy for many millions of lifetimes. It's called conditioned. That's why we call material life is conditioned life. And there are three modes. One is conditioned by one or a combination of these modes. As they keep interacting over the conditioned souls due to the living entity's desire to control and enjoy the material energy. So when we try to control or enjoy this material energy, actually you cannot separate these two principles. In order to enjoy, one has to control. So one is given a limited amount of ability to control, and they apply that to working in such a way as they can bring about happiness by the arrangements they make in this world. So these two things are there. And because that is so strong, because we have a tendency to enjoy, we've diverted that tendency towards the material energy, and therefore we're trying to enjoy the material energy. And because we have a tendency to control also, we've also taken that same principle, rather than controlling our mind and senses and gearing it towards Krishna, we try to control the external energy by manipulating it in such a way that it will give us some type of arrangement for pleasure in this world. So that's one of the reasons why it seems to be difficult to practice spiritual life, because of the effects of the material energy in its long-term association with the conditioned soul. The second one is Krishna is a hoaxaja. He's beyond the range of the senses. That way, one cannot perceive Krishna simply by the mind, the senses, and the intelligence. One has to use the mind, the senses, and the intelligence to clear away those obstacles or coverings that are blocking our relationship with Krishna. It's not, and Krishna is not, to actually see Krishna face to face is possible. It's not like it's not possible, but it means removing all of those coverings. But Krishna is there. But in our conditioned life, Krishna is a hoaxaja. No one can perceive his existence simply by the endeavor of the mind and senses of the intelligence. Only when the mind, the senses, and the intelligence, particularly the intelligence, which directs the mind, which in turn directs the senses towards Krishna in the process of revealing and serving Krishna, and then gradually through that process, which is, we usually say, it takes some time. If one has been chanting Hare Krishna from 15 to 20 years, they are somewhat situated nicely in their devotional service. It takes at least 20 years, this is just a statement in the Shastras, to get somewhat settled in Krishna consciousness practice. One cannot do it that easily. Of course, in some cases, because of people's association with devotional service in previous life, it may be faster. But generally, for those who take it up in this life as the first time, which we say is the majority of the conditioned souls, then it takes at least 15 to 20 years to get fixed up in Krishna consciousness, where we're not going to be, what we say, deviated in our practice of Krishna consciousness. But Maya is always there. Maya, her job is to increase the quality of our devotion by giving us tests in the form of allurements and distractions towards the material energy, just to see how determined we are to reject these things and accept Krishna over these opportunities for sense gratification. That's Maya. Maya is the friend of the devotee. There's no question about that. But she's not the friend when we first join, when we first begin our Krishna consciousness. She acts like more or less the person who is just making everything in our life very difficult. But as we advance, then Maya is helping us to advance further by presenting these tests. And no one is tested beyond their ability to pass. This is very important to understand. Krishna will not allow Maya to derail you in your Krishna consciousness unless you accept Maya's allurements. In other words, if you're strong in your practice of Krishna consciousness, that means strong means to every day keep good sadhana. Sadhana means, for those who are living at home, we might find that sadhana is somewhat curtailed, or what we say, minimized, because it doesn't give us the full facility that the temples can give. The temples have between 4 and 5 hours of sadhana every day, 4.5 hours. Waking up, going to Mangal Arti at 4:30, followed by Tulsi Puja, chanting our rounds, Guru Puja, class, and then ultimately breakfast. So this is a very, what we say, time-honored and very powerful way to solidify our consciousness towards Krishna, and that is sadhana. And when you live in the temple, you're in a good position to make nice advancement as you follow the process as given. At home, we have to do something on our own to set up a structure which will allow us the benefit of our sadhana. And that means there is certain conditions that we have to set up where we can chant our rounds without getting disturbed, where we can have time to read and talk about Srimad Bhagavatam, like we're doing here online. Many of you are in a very early part of the day. You're in the sadhana hours of the day. So this Bhagavatam class gives you an opportunity to hear Srimad Bhagavatam every day. Nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. And nityam Bhagavatam, it's a regulative principle. It's not an option. One has to hear Bhagavatam every day, or at least read Bhagavatam every day. It's not like, well, if I don't, it's all right. No, it is a break in the sadhana, and it will also cause us to become less strong in our spiritual practice. It'll weaken our resolve. To hear the philosophy also furthers and nourishes our chanting. And our chanting nourishes the desire to hear and discuss philosophical principles, which are the basis by which we execute Krishna consciousness. At home, we can also set up the deity within and having a regular schedule, offer some arti to the Lord, and offer our food to the Lord also as part of the morning program at home. So when you're at your house, there are other things that are there also, and it's easy to get distracted because of we're doing the activity in a place we also do many of our daily activities also. So therefore, one has to be very seriously, and the word is diligent. Prabhupada uses the word diligent to continue the fight against Maya, because the mind and senses unless they're really fixed in the process of devotional service, that means they're controlled through the process of bhakti that has been developed over a long period of time. Otherwise, the mind and senses will take one away, and the intelligence will follow, and therefore one will find themselves wasting valuable time when they could be making spiritual advancement. There is devotees who travel, and they have a very strict protocol. They won't do anything after they chant their rounds, read Srimad Bhagavatam, and recite verses. Reciting verses from the Shastra is also very essential to help keep our mind focused. These verses, they purify us simply by the chanting of these verses, and they also direct our consciousness towards a certain philosophical theme. So chanting verses and offering food that we eat every day, this must be done. If we don't offer food to the Lord, or at least to the picture of the spiritual master with the proper mantras, then we are eating what is called sin. As the scriptures explain, Bhagavad Gita says, Yagnartha kamano yantra lokoyam kamabandhanaha tarartha kamakuntayan mukta sadgav samachara. That food that is eaten without offering it in sacrifice actually brings the consciousness down, and one gets a reaction for that. People don't know it, but every time they eat, they're committing sin. Because a living entity generally will have to provide its life for a person to eat. Just like also vegetables have life. Plants have life. Obviously, devotees don't eat animal food, but even plants. So if we don't offer our foodstuffs, then there is some reaction, and that will impede our progress in devotional service. So therefore, prasadam means the mercy of the Lord, which is a sacrifice. We call it prasadam yagya, offering food to the Lord and taking the remnants as the Lord's mercy, which purifies the mind and keeps the mind connected to the process of devotional service like that. So one must perform these activities every day. And throughout the day, if we keep good sadhana in the morning, and even when we're doing our ordinary duties, we can remember Krishna. And that's the whole goal. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, I think it's chapter 22, verse 113 of Madhya Lila, it explains that the essence of all spiritual principles is to always remember Krishna. And the second part of that same statement is to never forget Krishna. So for a devotee will feel happy when they can remember Krishna, and they'll feel unhappy when they realize they're not remembering Krishna. So we should try to remember Krishna always. We have so many ways that we can bring remembrance of Krishna into our life. The Lord has appeared in so many forms. We have pictures, we can hear lectures, we can read books, we can worship the deity in different ways according to the recommended systems given. So remembering Krishna is not just one way. Of course, the essence of remembering Krishna is to chant Hare Krishna. That's the easiest and most recommended way. But one can remember Krishna in other ways also. Just like those who go to the temple in the morning and then leave the temple, they see the beautiful form of the Lord standing alongside of Radharani. And they take a mental image and keep it in their mind. And from time to time, they will remember that image as they go out throughout the day. And that is Krishna consciousness. The deity comes to help us remember him, along with worshiping him, of course, but remembering him simply by remembering that form we see in the temple, or that form we see in the altar in our house, or maybe we have pictures of deities throughout our house. We can also focus on that. Like I'm looking at 2 sets of Radha Krishna right now, and also Tulsi Devi. So as I'm talking to you, I'm seeing Krishna standing with Radharani in 2 different forms of himself. I can see the Maha Mantra also. I can see another form of Krishna, which is 3. And then I can see many, because the idea of all of these different images of Krishna is to put him all over your home and remember Krishna. Don't put him in the bathroom. They don't belong there. That's an offense. But everywhere in the house, in different rooms, you can set up pictures of the Lord, and you see the Lord. As soon as you see the Lord, you remember the Lord. As soon as you remember the Lord, that's Krishna consciousness. So, therefore, it's a battle, because the mind will want to go somewhere else, and the material energy will, due to its effect upon us, will increase its tendency to divert our attention away from Krishna. But therefore, as Prabhupada said, and as I mentioned, becoming Krishna means to declare war, and he says it on Maya, offering a fight for eternal life against the material struggle for existence. Yeah. So, and we have to struggle. We struggle to maintain our families. We struggle to work at our positions in the world. We struggle just to keep our body going. We struggle in so many ways. So let us struggle for that struggle, which has actually ultimate and eternal benefit, and that is to become Krishna conscious. Don't take this process lightly as just another part of some spiritual process that we can do or not do whenever we want to. This is the means for bringing us back to who we are, and coming into the platform of eternal happiness, eternal knowledge, and freedom from all material sufferings eternally. It is the gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the previous acharyas. And when you're given such a valuable gift, you keep it nicely. You make sure you benefit from it by using it as often as you can. You don't waste it, you don't neglect it, you don't forget it. So coming to Krishna consciousness is very rare. As Nectar Devotion, Rupa Goswami explains that it's very rare that anyone takes to devotional service. And it's even rarer for one to succeed on the path of devotional service. But Lord Chaitanya has decreased that rarity by his special mercy. He's made the process available to everyone and anyone if they simply chant the holy names of the Lord, associate and serve other devotees, and take Krishna Prasadam. He's made it that easy. So the process is wonderful. It's a fight. Otherwise, we'll get allured to these, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the liquid forms of this material existence. He calls all the forms in this world liquid. Liquidity means something that is always changing, moving. No form in this world is stable, even our own bodies. When Prabhupada would discuss this one point, he would say, people would say, oh, you're growing. But Prabhupada said, we're not growing, we're changing. Changing, we change our bodies every moment. The body is always changing, every second. And as we change through the course of time, we notice how the body is changing after a period of time. And we see certain things are there that weren't there before, and certain things that weren't there before are there now. We're changing. We're not growing, we're changing. So we're changing bodies, and then when this body no longer is changeable, it stops, and then we get another body and begin the change again. So, yeah, so we don't want to go through this process of changing body life after life, because in each life we have to accept Janma Mrityu Jara Vari Dukkha Doshana Darshanam, birth, the disease, old age, and death. Birth is considered one of the four miseries of the material world. Why? Because the living entity is not meant to take birth, he's eternal. Prabhupada was explaining that a baby, is in the womb of his mother for 10 months, and there's no air in there. Prabhupada said if you put someone in an airtight bag for just a few seconds, they'll die, because we need air to live. So that child in the womb is there, and there's no air there. So how is that child living and growing? It's because of the mercy of the Supreme Lord. He gives his mercy so that child can live within that womb, which is a place where you can't live. It's just not, there's no air in there, and then there's all kinds of secretions. And if the mother eats some spicy food, the child's body starts to burn. To take birth is not an easy thing. The process of taking birth is described in the fourth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, that after 7 months of those children who are in the womb, who are pious in their previous lives, then the Maya curtain is pulled away. The child can actually see himself or herself in the womb, knowing that it's about to enter into the material world. The child, realizing that, starts to pray to the Lord, my dear Lord, in so many lives I've forgotten you. But when I come out this life, I don't want to forget you. I will become your devotee. The child prays like that. And then, of course, when birth comes, the child forgets all of those prayers. And then the parents are there to make all kinds of funny sounds at the baby, and the baby starts smiling and making all kinds of faces. So, yeah, this is, and everyone, especially ladies, because men don't really have that experience, but ladies know giving birth to a child is not easy. And I've heard from many women who have actually given their accounts on how they gave birth. They said that the pain was so bad that they just wanted to die. It was just excruciating. In many cases, it's like that. So taking birth is one of the miseries, and it's not so comfortable for the mother. Of course, the mother has love, and therefore she tolerates it and goes through it because of the love. But it's not so easy, and the child has to squeeze through this little opening, and you don't come out dancing and singing and spinning. You come out crying, and then the doctor has to kind of smack you once in a while and just to get you to breathe again. You're all blue from not breathing properly. So if we think that birth is so nice, just read the fourth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. It's one of the later chapters by Kapila Dev. He explains the whole process of birth. Prabhupada's purports are there also to give us an illustration. So if we think birth is not miserable, then I think we need to recheck the information because it's not easy to take birth, both for the child and for the mother. So therefore, if we can somehow or other stop this repetition of birth and death, then we can free ourselves from these four miseries: birth, disease, old age, and death. No one wants any of it, but it's imposed upon us because we have come to the material world. No one wants to go to jail, but because the person has committed a crime, they're locked in bars. Their foodstuffs are given to them. They don't even have a choice. They are controlled by the jail system, and a lot of times they have to suffer tremendously inside the jails. I know that for sure because I preach to people. So coming to this material world is coming to a jailhouse. We're restricted. We're living. We want to live forever, but we can't because we have this material body. But because we want to live forever, it's an indication that we do live forever. No one wants to die, but death is forced upon the living entity. Why? Because of the material body. So the fact that nobody wants to die is natural because the soul does not die. The soul is ahanyate hanyamane sarire. It's not slain when the body is slain. It's eternal. Ajo nityas yasvatos yam purano. Nahanyate hanyamane sarire. The fact that nobody wants to die is the indication that nobody dies. But accepting this compromised position in the material world, we have to experience this idea of death. Although it doesn't happen to me, it happens to the soul. So therefore, this effort we make to become Krishna conscious, it will save us from countless misery, which comes by accepting life after life, birth in this material existence. Whether it's in the higher planets, lower planets, middle planets, it's still those four miseries, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Valley, they're there. They're there everywhere in the material world. And then there's added miseries. Body and mind are giving us trouble. Other living entities are giving us trouble. It's like we're having a nice day, and then we receive a letter, an email from someone, and the email is just unpleasant. It just ruins our whole day. We can't stop thinking of the bad things the person said. This is the way the material world works. And then we want to go out and have a nice day, and all of a sudden, there is rain, storm, and then there's cold weather, there's excessive heat, excessive cold. We're riding on our bicycle, and somehow or other, there's some slippery thing on the ground. The bicycle slips, we fall and break our leg. So whatever way you go in this material world, there's always some calamity waiting for you to happen. It's just the way it is. That's why it's a very dangerous place. Padam padaya vi padam. Yeah, it's a dangerous place. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati used to say, no place for a gentleman. Anybody who understands what is actual life will understand that this material world is simply a place for suffering. That's all. And no one wants to suffer. And so the effort we make to become Krishna conscious is worth it. Even if we have to put time aside for chanting, for reading, for associating, for going to temples, for going to yatras, for attending sanghas, all these things are important because they build our Krishna consciousness. They enthuse us towards the goal, which is to develop our love for Krishna. So don't be lazy when it comes to practicing Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, Maya becomes very, very hard to overcome. One has to be diligent. Like Prabhupada said, the yogi or devotee is faced with many allurements which will entangle the yogi, the great fighter, and again in the material bondage. A yogi can attain miraculous success in material, and then he goes on to explain what are some of the benefits of material existence. But these things are just allurements away from the goal of life. Devotees are not interested in getting material benefits. If material benefits come, they accept it as the mercy of the Lord and thank the Lord. If material difficulties come, they also pray to the Lord to give them the strength to overcome these difficulties and learn from these difficulties how they can make advancement based on our practice of Krishna consciousness. So, but what one is warned against these allurements, because entanglement again in such illusionary pleasures means degradation of the self and further imprisonment in the material world. By this warning, so this is a warning, one should follow one's vigilant intelligence only. Rupa Goswami explains that your intelligence is your saving factor. Apply your intelligence. Intelligence comes from Guru. Intelligence comes from Krishna. Intelligence comes from Shastra. Take the intelligence given by these three outlets, Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, Krishna, and apply it to the execution of your devotional service. Then you will be safeguarded. And even if there is some disturbance, activating our intelligence will help us overcome these difficulties and continue on in our Krishna conscious practice. And when we reach a certain level of spiritual attainment, then Maya still will attack us, no doubt, but we won't fall down. We won't acquiesce to the material energy again. We'll understand it is simply part of my struggle to become Krishna conscious. So we want to get to that level of spiritual practice that is called Nishta. Nishta means fixed. Adaustrada, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti. Nishta. Nishta means fixed in Krishna consciousness. Through that fixation in the execution of our devotional service, gradually that happiness that is there within the soul starts to manifest within the heart and mind, and one feels happy in Krishna consciousness. And as that happiness increases, their attachment for Krishna also increases, and then they they start to love Krishna just as much as they love their children or their dog. I see people when I go out in the morning sometimes for a japa walk. I see people, everybody's got a dog. And the dog is the king of the whole arena out there. People spend so much time taking care of their dog and the money that comes, and dog becomes their main thing in life. And it's just, But G-O-D, if you take dog and turn the letters around, you get what you're supposed to get, God. And that's the actual principle of success, not dog. Dog may be nice for some people, but ultimately can't help us achieve happiness in this world. Okay, we can stop.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much. Such a wonderful detailed explanation of this verse and reminding us about the situation around us and also how to make our sadhana strong. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Dear devotees, please, if you have any questions or comments or realizations, you can please go ahead now. And first of all, please turn on your cameras wherever you are, if possible.
Yeah, let's not come on, Amrita Nam, turn on your camera. Shringalila, you can do it. Sukavaha, you're there. Jagadish, I know, don't hide. Prema Bhakti. Okay, Sopes, here we go. All right. Kanchana Abja, he's such a beautiful guy, but he's always hiding. Where is he? There he is, smiling away. Amrita Nam. Okay. Krishna likes when he sees his devotees smiling. Arti, you can do it. Shakshi, come on.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Now it looks good. We got 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 out of 25. That's pretty good. There's a few there who don't want to turn it on, so I won't force you, but if you could do it, it'll be a nice service to all the devotees.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Kalakanti. Okay, so
Yeah. Maharaj, while others are thinking, so I was, when you are mentioning about the controlling mentality, which we have in this world, even devotees have this controlling mentality. And so how to actually come out of this mentality, Maharaj? Like how?
control for Krishna. You can't give up that controlling mentality. It's part of your existence. You have to control for Krishna.
Okay.
So make arrangements in a controlling way to serve the Lord and inspire others to do the same. Yeah. But control doesn't necessarily mean force. It means to set up a system where one can work in a certain direction and receive a certain result. So that control simply means a plan for Krishna consciousness. Mhm.
So when we are planning any projects or any services or anything in our devotional life, that is also coming under the controlling power.
We can't stop controlling. I just controlled all of you by asking you to put your cameras on. My propensity to control is very strong. It's there in the soul. So if it's used in the right way, it's beneficial. If it's used for something material, then no one benefits. Only the person who's trying to control, they benefit, maybe. You control for Krishna, then so many people benefit. I want to build Krishna a nice temple. Hey, so I have to get some support, some money, some time, energy. So that requires control. But if there's a nice temple that comes as the outcome, then so many people benefit from it. Control for Krishna.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah, understood. Thank you. Devotees, any questions? Today is Maharaj has covered so many topics. So I was thinking like many raised hands will be there, but group is very silent today. Yeah, Olga Mataji, please go ahead. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, dear devotees, please accept my obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, if I have understood correct, you have mentioned that to constantly remember Krishna, we also should surround ourselves with the images so that we can see him around ourselves. At the same time, my understanding was that there are certain restrictions that we can do in front of deities. And for me, I don't have deities, I have images. My understanding was that any image of Krishna is equal to Krishna, and I cannot, for example, eat in front of him or maybe change my clothes, something like that. So how do I differentiate what is just a picture and what is a, you know, and when I have to behave?
Oh, we just don't do that. We don't change clothes in front of the deities. And you just be conscious of that. There's pictures there, and then do it in such a way that you're not doing it in front of the deities. You just have to maneuver yourself in such a way. Eating in front of the Lord. Sometimes we have pictures in the kitchen, and if you have pictures of baby Krishna eating butter, then he's eating with you. Like that. Or if you have the cowherd boys sitting together on the banks of the river and they're all sharing their lunch together with Krishna, that's a nice picture for the kitchen. I have that one in our kitchen. Krishna playing with his friends, because they always take time to sit down and enjoy each other's lunch. So yeah, but when it comes to Radha and Krishna in their transcendental forms like that, you can keep them in a certain rooms like that, where you don't eat in front of them or change clothes in front. Yeah.
So I should try to have so many images as possible to keep this remembering, but I still should be cautious about, let's say, what I exhibit to Krishna.
Yeah, well, it's not that you have to have a lot of images, just where you look around and you're reminded of Krishna.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you very much.
And don't try to fill up the wall with pictures, then it looks like a collage rather than a, put like very pictures that you really like, put them in one place and space them out where each picture has its own distinct darshan like that. I've seen people, they just crowd the whole wall up with pictures, and you just, it's not, you get kind of like dizzy looking at it. So, it's nice, but at the same time, it's not the way to do it. Everything should be done artistically when you're displaying pictures. It should be done in a very artistic manner. Just like when you go to an art gallery, you see how everything is done, whether it's focus, where you're going to focus nicely on each of the images.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maharaj. Sridevi Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Srimati. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. It seems like today's class was just what I needed to hear, Guru Maharaj. So thank you so much for reminding us how important it is to pull the mind back again and again to Krishna, because this is a real challenge. As you rightly pointed out, when we go to morning programs in the temple, it's a charge with spiritual energy and we're just carried along. But when we are in the home, it becomes especially challenging. And this is something new for me, because for over 20 years, I've only been going to temple. and I have to navigate this new curve in my life now. So the fact that Krishna consciousness is really the only solution, because we don't want to again come back into the prison house. We don't want to go through this again and again. And any effort, as you rightly said, in the Krishna conscious direction is beneficial. So my question is this, Guru Maharaj, how can we sort of reach out to others and enlist support for what we are trying to do at home?
Just do it. These how-to questions are just do it.
Okay.
When you say how to, that means you just got to do it. If you want to reach out to people, reach out. I don't think you need to hear about the different ways to reach out. You've been doing that for years, so nothing new. You don't have to create a new way to reach out. Just anyway, the traditional ways work, by having programs at your house, inviting devotees to come, have some senior devotee come and speak the class, and have discussion, and then have kirtan and prasad. This is one of the requirements of those who live in family life. They must open their home to Krishna conscious activity. Otherwise, they start thinking the home is my house, my wife, my husband, my kids, my possessions. Ajanasamoham yamaham mameti. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine. This is illusion. Nothing belongs to us. Everything's been given to us. No, everything that we have was here before we got here, or maybe we created a few things in the meantime, but it'll be gone. It'll be here after we leave. It's not, you can't claim it's yours. It's just Krishna's energy. That's all. It belongs to Krishna. So particularly and specifically in household life, it is enjoined, just like Srimati, go to Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 21, verse 31. 3:21, 31. It's a long purport, and we'll go down the purport to one particular paragraph. Okay. And Prabhupada gives a formula, and he makes it clear. This is the duty of those living in household life. Yeah. Keep going down. This is a long purport. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's very long purport. Let me hear. Go up a little bit. I think I missed it. Okay, here it is. Go up a little more. To award fearless to a common man is the greatest act of charity. A sannyasi, or one who is in a renounced order of life, should wander from door to door, village to village, town to town, from country to country, all over the world as far as he is able to travel, and enlighten the householders about Krishna conscious. A person who is a householder but is initiated by a sannyasi has a duty to spread Krishna consciousness at home. As far as possible, he should call his friends and neighbors to his house and hold classes in Krishna consciousness. Holding a class means chanting the holy name of Krishna and speaking from Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. There are immense literatures for spreading Krishna consciousness, and it's the duty of each and every householder to learn about Krishna from his sannyasi's spiritual master. So that's the duty for those living at home, to have programs. Just like we sometimes say in our lectures when we're talking at the temples, there's a large congregation there. And we recommend, we say, I've said it a few times and other devotees too, that if there's 30 families within this one particular yatra area, then each family can take one day a month and have a program. And that way you have 30 programs going on 30 days a month. That means every day. So it's not a big thing to hold one program a month at your house. But if only one or two families are doing it, and then for them it might be difficult to keep things, going day after day. So we recommend that each of the families who are initiated, or even those who are aspiring for initiation, can have programs. And then in that yatra, everyone will think, oh, there's a program at this person's house tonight. So every night there's someplace you could go for a Krishna conscious program. And then there's no lack of Krishna consciousness. Think about that. That's very practical. Many places have many families, and it requires some organization. Someone take responsibility.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, this is very nice what you have said, because Jivanath Prabhu, His Grace Jivanath Prabhu and his good wife Pavitra Mataji, they're both Srila Prabhupada disciples, and they're right here in this complex. So it will be such a wonderful blessing for all of us to get their mercy, their association, and their good instruction. So thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Jivanath is really, he does kirtan 3 times a day in Mayapur.
Wow.
He organizes Harinam Sankirtan 3 times a day in 3 different locations in Mayapur every day. So just connecting with his kirtan program will be, very spiritually inspiring. And the one he has at 5 o'clock in the evening, they bring the deities there too. Gornatai is sitting on the cart, right? And it's right near the TOVP office. Yeah, so Krishna and those devotees who are fixed in Krishna consciousness make so much efforts to inspire others to take up Krishna consciousness and take advantage of that.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, I will be writing to him as soon as the class is over. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maharaj. Even I'm thinking that, so in some classes, I heard that some devotees are mentioning we can align our sadhana, or we can put some, like one day for 64 rounds chanting, or one day for going for Mangalarti, because we live far from temple. So like that, if you are doing, we can plan like that our days. But the thing is, Maharaj, like Maya is so strong. We feel like whenever we plan that something or other will come down, and we'll postpone those things. So it's not like, as you said, if you want to do it, do it. Then, but the thing is, like, so many things are coming in the way that it's unable to form a shape or actually come into the action. So that's the main problem with me, or I see around here.
But that's not true. I mean, there's a lot of places that they keep going. They're steady.
That's true. That how they are doing, I don't know. But yeah, I think we should be more determined, Maharaj. Is it right to do it?
The difference between success and failure in Krishna consciousness is your determination.
Mhm.
If you're not determined, then Maya will easily pull you away.
Yeah. I think constant reminders will help us to be focused, Maharaj.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, your mercy. Yes, Maharaj, that's true. And I was thinking, like, when you say always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. So I always think about this, why it is mentioned like this. If you say just always remember Krishna, is that not sufficient? Why we say like never forget Krishna to add to that. So
That's complete.
uh, so it means like a strong affirmation.
Well, it's the opposite. Do this, but don't do that. Yeah, we should remember to remember Krishna, and we should remember not to forget Krishna.
Hmm.
Okay. Remember not to forget Krishna, and remember to remember Krishna.
Yes, Maharaj.
Because forgetfulness is one of the characteristics of the conditioned soul. We have a tendency to forget. Just like, why is Bhagavatam repetitious in its explanations of the philosophy? Srila Prabhupada said, I put the whole philosophy in the first canto, and the rest is simply a repetition of the same philosophy explained in different ways. Because repetition is needed. If we have to keep reminding ourselves or be reminded of who we are and what we're supposed to do. Because as I said, our conditioned nature is very strong.
Maharaj, yeah. Thank you.
Mm.
Here on the chat, Narsinga Leela Mataji, she shared a comment. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances, all goes to Srila Prabhupada. I just wanted to share one story connected to Guru Maharaj's talk on having pictures of Krishna. I know two very old senior devotees from Serbia. They have many pictures of Krishna, and one wall is a picture of Govardhan, and they do the Govardhan Parikrama every day. Thank you for sharing, Mataji.
They do the Govardhan Parikrama with the picture on the wall.
Yeah.
That's nice. The picture in the absolute term is non-different in the sense that in the spiritual, everything spiritual is absolute. So the picture of something spiritual is also spiritual. The only difference between a picture and a deity and the actual image itself is that the nature of worship is different. That's all.
Mhm.
The intensity of worship may be different, but still, it doesn't take away from the fact that the image is also the object. We are not these bodies, our bodies are not us. But in the spiritual world, those who have spiritual bodies, that's them. They don't change their body. Krishna never changes his body. His body is him.
Yeah. Thank you, Maharaj. Dear devotees, any more questions or comments? Maharaj, I don't see any questions. So can we chant one round before ending the call?
Let's see. Is Kalakanti still there or did she disappear?
She's not there, Maharaj. No,
She's gone.
in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Since I know they no to Anasuya, I shouldn't say no to you. Since you're taking Anasuya's place.
Unfortunately, Mataji is not available for a few.
I know, she sent me the letter. I got the whole letter. But that may be temporary. Let's see.
Yes, Maharaj, yeah.
Okay, I'll have to secure my beads. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.